In this video, I want to offer some ideas that can help to keep you in good spirits, help to keep your mind right, and just improve your overall emotional and mental health as we deal with this crazy pandemic and the impacts of social distancing policies. If this interests you, be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video to get this valuable information. But before we start, I just want to say thank you, Joe, for watching today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We discuss finance, real estate, and other important life-related topics. Consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell as I'm posting valuable new content twice a week. Alright, Joe, so in the past few months, our lives have changed dramatically. It has been crazy out here. I mean, in so many ways, the world as we know it has literally just been flipped upside down. And I know for myself, it's been very frustrating, challenging on many different levels. I mean, not being able to go out, to socialize, interact with family and friends without having to wear a mask, and just having this constant anxiety and reminder in my head of this virus is just stressful. I mean, guys, we've had to completely change the way we operate as a society and our day-to-day living, and it happened on such a short notice. Think about it, guys. Weddings, international flights have all been canceled. Schools are shut down. Restaurants and bars have closed. Millions of people have been laid off work, and for the vast majority of us, isolation has become the new normal. And it hasn't been an easy adjustment, let me tell you. The reality is that instead of calling it social distancing, we should say physical distancing, which is a way for us to reframe our circumstance. I've learned for myself that by changing and reframing our mindset, we can start to look at things differently. Also, always look for the silver lining, because the reality is that there are times when we have no control over what happens to us. However, we do have full control over how we react to it. So by rethinking the concept of physical distancing, we still maintain an emotional connection with our loved ones, but from a distance. I mean, guys, spending weeks, now months, at home with limited stimulation and social contact can take a toll on one's mental health. And I've always felt like mental health is something that's not discussed enough, and it's not taken serious as it should. I mean, guys, with all the chaos in the world and feeling trapped at home, maybe even isolated in a sense, it's easy for loneliness to take hold. Loneliness can cause depression, poor sleep quality, mental and physical decline of your mind and body. So guys, I think it's important during this time that we create fun new ways to interact with our friends, our family members during this difficult time. Now, what I've noticed is that social media has become a lifeline for many of us. I mean, you guys have probably noticed that people who swore off of Facebook or Instagram are now more active on the platforms than ever. What I do think is cool, guys, is that we're starting to use social platforms in more creative and genuine ways. And what I mean is that we're seeing dance classes to DJ sets, live story time sessions to virtual tours. We're discovering unique ways to stay connected and engaged. So, Joe, one suggestion is to host a Zoom call activity over Zoom or a similar app. This can be so therapeutic. So if you're having issues motivating yourself to work out at home, get a few friends to join you. By having others involved, you're gonna feel way more accountable to others, and you're less likely to skip your sessions together. Plus, guys, it gives you a chance just to spend a few moments before and after the workout session, just to catch up with them and talk about your day's events. Now, I know that one of my friends has been hosting a dance class via Zoom weekly, and I've even had a couple happy hour phone calls with my friends that have gone like 1 to 2 hours. And I must admit, it's just really good to connect and actually be able to see people's faces, just to be able to laugh, talk, socialize. It's an awesome feeling. Now, Joe, if you and your social circle enjoy cooking, you could hold a virtual cooking session, a quarantine challenge cooking competition. So the way you do it is you pick one friend to be the host of the contest, a couple others to be cooks, and everyone else can be a judge. So a few days before the competition, the cook should send the host a list of what they have in their pantries or refrigerator. So on the day of the competition, the host is going to select several ingredients from each cook's list, and then the cooks are gonna have 30 minutes to prepare a dish. Now, everyone participating in the challenge can connect by video. So as the cooks work on their dish, the hosts and judges can provide commentary, feedback, to keep themselves entertained. Now, since the judges can't taste the final results unless, one of the judges happens to live with the cook, they're able to assess the recipe's quality based on looks. So in this competition, presentation really does matter. Now, another interactive option, yet physically distant or socially distant option, is to host a virtual Netflix or movie party. So although you can't go to a friend's house to watch a movie or binge watch your new favorite show with them, you can stream together from a safe distance. Now the good news, guys, is that the Netflix party extension works on Chrome browsers and lets you chat while watching your program over the streaming service. Now if one of your friends doesn't use Chrome or doesn't want to install the extension, or maybe they don't even have access to Netflix, you can still watch something together but apart. So for example, you can watch the same movie or show on your own TVs while holding a video chat over Zoom, Google Meet, or Skype, or you can even text each other's comments and thoughts while watching the show. Now another great option is some sort of interactive game or a classical board game that is now online. So if you're connecting with people over Zoom or Google Meet, you have the ability to share your screen with everyone. Now, trivia games work well when held online. Zoom can be the ideal app for a trivia game as it gives you the option of using breakout rooms. So the way this works is that the host of the game can ask a question, then send participants to separate rooms to discuss answers. Another great option is called House Party. It has a few game options built in, including a trivia game and a drawing game. Now, I think a discussion about a book club, is another great idea. They say that knowledge is power, and reading a good old book is never a bad idea. So Joe, a book club is another social activity that also works well when social distancing. So you pick a book with members of your group, read it, then talk about it. You guys can start things off by asking an open-ended question to open things up a bit, kind of as an icebreaker, and people still have to take turns speaking. It's also helpful if people remember to mute themselves when they're not talking so you can hear what the person who's speaking has to say. Now, months of staying home and limiting contact with others might have taken a toll on you emotionally and mentally. So while it may be some time before the world returns to normal and social distancing, or physical distancing as I call it, is a thing of the past, there are ways to connect to other people that you love and to enjoy quality time with them. So whether you decide to keep your social gatherings virtual or meet with another individual or household in an outdoor setting, remember that staying connected with your loved ones is key to helping you get through this difficult time. The good news is, guys, you're gonna get a chance to hug your friends and family again at some point, but now your best bet is to be social from a distance. So what activities have you guys enjoyed with others while social distancing? Please leave your feedback in the comments section. Now, if you found value in this video, please be sure to hit that like button. It helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm, and it really does help to support and grow the channel. Also, please share this video on all your social media platforms and subscribe to the channel as I'm posting 2 times a week. Thanks for watching, and until next time.